This will be the first installment of Fantastic Friday. Whoa! Welcome back to the Heart Healthy Hustle. I am your host, Jonathan Frederick, and it's Friday today. Some news, rocket-fueled news, exciting news. Hold on while I turn the gain down. I'm recording this through my mixer today. If you're wondering if my audio sounds better today, that would be why. This will be the first installment of Fantastic Friday. It's going to be shorter episodes. I'm going to put them out every Friday, along with Monday's episodes. Those will still be coming out every Monday, 5 a.m. You asked for more content, and I'm going to deliver it. So these episodes are going to be very short, typically a solo episode, and typically you're going to get to know me a bit better as the host of the show and as a person. What I plan to do with these Fantastic Friday episodes is give you a glimpse into what I'm going through in my life right now and just kind of share some of that with you, keep the momentum alive, give you a kickstart into your weekend, and then launch like a freaking rocket on Monday morning. That's my goal with the show, to be there when you turn on podcasts, to provide you with some inspiration and also the tactical advice to thrive as you strive. Today's episode just hit me right when I was plugging in the power cord into the mixer, the compounding effect of generosity. So I'm a man of faith. I think that's been established by now. If you didn't know, now you know. And for me, I also attribute generosity to my faith. I think that if I'm going to live congruently, even if I wasn't a man of faith, I would still want to live generously, extremely generously, and, give back as much as I can. Do I do that always? Not always. And I need to work on it. Sure. Today's episode is about the compounding effect of generosity and how it's good for everyone involved. And it's a win-win situation. A lot of us, maybe some of you out there, deal with shame surrounding accepting gifts or accepting positive kickbacks from your past actions. But I assure you that that is not healthy. In my opinion, you should definitely be willing to accept those for what they are and be acknowledged. Like, accept positive acknowledgement from others, accept gifts, things like that. I'm going to tell you a story. So the story begins 2015. I go in to a really cool medical building this is October 2015. I'm going there to apply for a job, medical park. It's got a bunch of medical offices in there, private practices, plastic surgeons in there. I go to apply to this wellness center. So I'm going in there. I look up at the building, really cool industrial styles, more modern. And I'm looking at it. I say, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get a job. I go in there, I interview, I knocked it out of the park. I got a job offer on the spot. And I'm not going to sit here and say I was that confident, because honestly, my palms were sweaty. I was nervous. I was stiff, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I had just relocated to the Research Triangle in North Carolina. I was not in a place of utter confidence, but did I realize that everything would work out? Yes, but I also realized that it would help me to go into that situation with confidence. So I strove to do that. Got the job. I worked there for literally just over 1 year. It was a great experience. Before leaving, I really served when I was there. I loved that work. I enjoyed the people I was working with. I enjoyed the patients we treated and cared for and helped. That was an experience with the healthcare industry, and I really gave my all when I was there for that year. And before I resigned, I actually put in a 3 weeks notice and agreed to train my replacement, staying an extra week to do that. And that replacement who I trained there has now become a friend of mine and is also still working there over a year later and is crushing it and is just thriving and doing better and better and better. So the compound generosity there of me agreeing to stay an extra week, and yes, I was paid, so it's not like I did him a favor per se, but I kind of did because I also had another job I was starting at the same time. My point is, do the right thing, do the good thing, do the generous thing. I mean, 2 weeks notice is what you're supposed to do. That's fair, that's just. But go the extra mile, be willing to do that for them. And, it's not so that later you will get a kickback. It's not about that. It's about, serving people. But yes, I mean, it is motivating, and it helps to build empathy and understanding when you can look at a situation and say, it behooves me to treat these people right and with extra amounts of respect and care, because who knows what's going to happen down the line. I still go to that place to get treatments myself. I'm great rapport with the staff there and the owner, and it's a great experience. And now I'm sending referrals his way. So I get a text today. I get a text from my friend who I referred there, and he's just inviting me out to dinner tonight. He's like, "Hey, do you like Japanese food?" I was like, "Man, honestly, I don't know. I don't remember." I like Japanese food. I'll try it. I don't know if I've ever tried it. Well, anyway, he's like, "Yeah, well, it's my treat. I'll drive. I'll pick you up. I'll drive. I'll pay for the dinner." I'm thinking to myself, well, what did I do? I'm thinking, I thought he just wanted to have a dinner and, as friends. And I said, "Sure, I'm down. Tonight's a good night for me. This time works. How about you?" And we set it up. And then he told me that the wellness center I referred him to actually gave him a great deal due to their relationship with me, and gave him a hefty discount on his x-rays. And he just wanted to say thank you. So I look at that situation. It's so encouraging to do what's right and to just be generous with who you are, your time, your resources, because down the line, you never know who it's going to bless and how it's going to help other people, and it will probably come back to you. So for me, I helped my friend by referring him to a great wellness center that I know. I helped the wellness center gain possible future revenues as they treat my friend. And then I get gratitude sent my way because all I did was the right thing. I just thought about others for at least 5 minutes of my day. The rest, can't promise you that. That's going to wrap up this episode. Just wanted to share that quick story of the compounding effects of generosity. And man, that's just one small example. I can tell you guys without a shadow of a doubt, there are people who pour selflessly into me, into my life, and I'm not sure why. I know it's God at work, and I stay grateful. And I have immense gratitude to God for those blessings, and also the people in my life who care enough to be generous towards me at this point in my life. Don't take anyone for granted, guys. Don't take any situation for granted. If you feel in your gut that in a moment, let me be generous here, even if it's something like holding the door for somebody an extra second, go for it. Smile, look up, look people in the eye, smile when you walk past them. As much as we feel cynical and as much as we feel like it's worthless to just kind of acknowledge a stranger as they walk by saying, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing great," or "I'm doing well." That isn't saying per se that, yes, I'm doing great or I'm doing well. It's telling them, I see you. I see you there, stranger, walking by. It assigns them esteem. So when you see somebody, as long as they're not, sniveling and snorting and hunched over and, if that's the case, you may want to definitely look to help them. But my point is, if someone's walking by, oh, I've just had an image. If someone's, walking by you, man, motivate a friend, motivate your brother, motivate your sister when you see them. Don't fall for the lies. Don't fall for the tricks. We all do at times. At the end of the day, what we can do is put our best foot forward, remain grateful, remain generous always. And I want to leave you with that. Hope you have an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend coming up, and tune in on Monday. If you haven't already, go over to iTunes, leave a review. I don't ask for anything else, just that you would share this podcast with one friend and leave one review. And that's if you like it. And I assume if you're still listening, for some reason, you enjoyed this episode. Look for a way that you can be generous today with your time, your resources, and your life. That's going to be it for me. Stay blessed by the best, and Godspeed.